Say he got another play for me, say less, I'm in route. Cause it's getting paper shit, the only type of shit I've been bout. And I'm praying faithfully, but you know I gotta let that sin out. And I gotta be cautious of the message that I'm trying to send out. Energy so positive, I'm positive they can't stop it. Gotta set my stop loss just to make sure that I take profit. Putting pack in the air, put a little bit of lemon all in my green tea. I'm living no limit, they know what it is right when they seen me. You ain't hit my phone up, hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies, got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity. Ain't gotta speak, they know what's really poppin'. I'm shiny suit man, making them bands, they know I'm Diddy boppin'. Slap 10 on the tank, I had to stop and get them top papers. These niggas gon' see me out and act just like they not haters. I had to get it how I'm living, now I'm living well. Cause if you can't make a decent living, then you live in hell. They steady stuntin', I be trying to teach the youngin' something. I got that shit to shake your windows, keep your bumper jumping. Later on, I might just hit that venue, see what's on the menu. You tryna flex that shit that's on you, but this shit ain't in you. I'm about to book a trip to Aussie, tell a bitch get off me. Jet black and richer than your coffee, got me feeling saucy. Ain't talking power moves, you lost me, hold my time, be cautious. I'm sliding around my side like hockey, she gon' gag and gawk me. I'm dropping ashes on my slippers, kung fu with my kickers. Pulling in that cut, I'm sharp as clippers, jacket with them zippers, strip her out her knickers like. You ain't hit my phone up, hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies, got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity.
I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for the knowledge that I have and the struggles that I got over to be the person that I am today.
Woo! All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Loud and Clear with your hosts, with not so much the most, Classic Craig the Charming. And I would have to introduce a very, very powerful individual on Loud and Clear. One thing I have to say to you folks, this is the second interview on Loud and Clear, powered by Paradigm Shift and the whole effing show. And I interview individuals that are extraordinary, that are legendary, and that are making their way through the community. And there's only one individual right now on this show that is a powerhouse. And I have to introduce the one and only Cap10k. What it do, Captain? How we doing, Chief?
All right, what's going on, Classic Craig? I heard you loud and clear, brother. You understand? I appreciate that introduction. What?
Appreciate you, Captain, coming on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? The day of rest. You know what I'm saying? So we can, business and get down to work on this interview, Cap10k. When I got to say this right. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, right? Cap10k, man, he's the man that fought 11 men in purple and did not go down, did not back down, and did not run. The man had no cowardness in his blood. You know what I'm saying? When I first saw this individual, I was like, who the hell is this nigga? Then I looked at how all these guys had to gather just for one man. One man. And that one man is Cap10k. That says a lot. That says a lot. So, Captain, this is an interview on Loud and Clear because a lot of people have you misunderstood. A lot of people don't understand where you come from, your mission, your goal, and what drives you. So today is the day where we pretty much clear up all the misconceptions, all the confusion, and the chaos that people try to pretty much blast your way, brother. So, without further ado, Are you ready to get down with the loud and clear, Captain 10K?
Absolutely, brother. Let's get it.
All right.
And if I could say, before you get started, this was, I mean, the brother did, you know what I'm saying, warn me about a month ago that he wanted to interview me, but I don't know what the questions are. I don't know any of that. I have no idea what this brother's about to ask me. So y'all getting this off the rip.
Off the
You know what I
rip.
mean?
Off the
Yeah,
rip.
it's gonna be loud and clear.
Yeah. Uh, And I'm saying this. We're gonna do a video explaining the Lake of Fire. Now the Lake of Fire is different from Loud and Clear. It's not hostile. It's not trying to get the truth out of you, nothing like that. We're just talking. You know what I'm saying? Because I never put Cap on fire because this is a man who's built for tribulation. You know what I'm saying? So some some of those things won't work on certain individuals. You see what I'm saying? Like Ratchet Craig and me said, nah, Cap will never go in the Lake of Fire. You know what I'm saying? DMG ass will. Cap will never. So anyway, you know, I have to ask you, man. So you're a captain at ISUPK, you know. You guys ain't no cowards.
Absolutely.
But
And
what drove you to join ISUPK?
man, to make a long story short, uh, before coming into the truth, before getting, in the Israelite School, Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana, I was kind of like, what you say, like lost, right? Kind of
Right.
like identity crisis. I wasn't feeling African. I wasn't feeling American at all. You know what I mean? And I was just like lost. And I was like, man, I got to find out who I am. And so I started, doing some research. All that, I found was we African, 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 African. So I came home, told my family one day. I said, well, y'all, we Africans, right? And then I turned around at the same time. I was like I was kind of like a Pan African slash conspiracy theorist. Don't know who I am, like just all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Just mixed up and confused. Looking up all kinds of videos on what's that DVD called? What is that thing called? The Illuminati. We was looking up the Illuminati DVDs and how they were doing the videos and the rap artists and the singers, all that mess. I was looking up all kinds of stuff. So one day I turned around and I had ordered some books. Man, we got to order a bunch of guns and bullets and vests and bombs. I say, man, they not gonna take us alive. You understand? We're gonna fight our way out. And so I turned around and as I was looking on YouTube for some more conspiracy videos, I turned around and ran across a video of some Israelites,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know what they was. I said, "Damn, who is?" I said, "Who is these brothers looking like Earth, Wind, and Fire?" Those were my exact words. And I clicked it, and that's when I heard, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We not African American. We're not black. We Israelites according to the Bible. This and that. So I told my oldest son. I told him. I jumped up out the bed. I said, "Boy, go get my Bible." I said, cause I done read this thing 10 times already. I know what it say. Man, turned around. I was like, wow, that is in here. Like, everything had went right over my head. And so I turned around, and from there, that's when I went to work. Right.
Right.
And I said, yeah, we finna start making a change right now. So I took and we started throwing away the pork and all kinds of stuff, man. So, but then I started seeing more and more groups as I kept going, because the first group I saw was not ISUPK. Now, as I kept going, it was, I did start seeing videos from like all camps, right? And I turned around and I was like, damn, like, oh man, I gotta do some research on all these groups now. Because I started hearing different things. I started hearing this group say this, I started hearing that group say that. I started hearing a lot of different doctrines. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be the truth now. What's going on here? And so it was funny. I turned around and one night I said to my rib, I said, I said, well, man, I done narrowed it down because it's like 1,000 doggone Israelite groups out there, which is ridiculous. And I said I done narrowed it down to two groups. I said it's either gonna be ISUPK or IUIC, right? So the next day, I'm at one of my contracts, and she called me and she said, "Baby, before you join that purple group," she said, "you got to see this video. I'm gonna send it to you now." She sent me them videos, and it was several different videos of the purple group going in. I'm pretty sure you seen it where they said Trayvon Martin, to hell with Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
Michael Brown, why didn't he just stop? The white man gonna whoop your butt. You rebellious and all. Said all this kind of
Yeah.
nonsense. And I said, whoa, I looked at that. And then when the brother, the big bug eye looking brother, he turned around, he said, if any one of you out here got a warrant, he said, I'm calling the cops. I'm turning you in. He said, that'll be about $2,000-3,000 for my nation.
What?
And I said, whoa, yeah, it's out there. And I said, oh, hell nah. You understand? I said, I know that ain't the truth right there.
Yeah.
You know, to be reporting brothers and sisters and turning them in, the very people that you're supposed to be helping getting them off the streets and out of a life of crime. You understand that you gonna start reporting them?
Yeah.
And I guess after you do that, what you gonna have them join your class? You know what I'm saying? After you get them arrested,
They don't,
like that
they
don't
don't
make sense.
people.
Yeah.
They don't
So,
backgrounds or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
oh man, they them cats, man. I don't. It is what it is. But yeah, but I turned around and from there, man, I made my election sure. And the reason that I really went with the ISUPK wasn't just because of that, but I saw how the consistency since 1969. I saw older videos way back when uh, head priest Ariel was speaking. You know what I mean? I saw a couple of clips of Abba Bivens. I saw, a lot of older videos, and everything was still the same. You know, the teachings were still the same. So I turned around and, like I said, I made my election sure. Then, and I absolutely got the proper breakdowns. You understand, of these different topics that we often battle. You know what I mean? That we have discussions on and debates on. And they broke down the Bible the best. You know what I mean? Like Commander Juliana, man, you just the knowledge that he has, man, it's ridiculous. It's insane. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Have a conversation with him and then to learn from him, man, like I said, it's insane. All the wisdom that man has, and all of the other generals and the captains. I'm not even including myself in there. You understand? Because the men before me, they taught me. You know what I'm saying? That's who I learned from. So, I
Yeah.
mean, those men are outstanding. You
Right.
know. So yeah, but that's what ended up. Like I said, I was trying not to make it long, but that's what made me finalize what group I was getting into. 'Cause like I said, I did not want to make a mistake. You know how people like church hop and join the church and then later regret it and have to go. I was like, I don't want to do that. You
Right.
know. So I waited it out, and like I said, Maria went, and she did not. She knew her baby did not fit well in no purple. So she was like,
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's how I ended up. I say it's a lot more to it, but just to sum it up for you.
No, Cap, this your show, Cap. This is about you, Captain. You know what I'm saying? This is about you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm,
Because I'm gonna put it to you like this, Cap. You know what I'm saying? I'm new on Paradigm Shift. Me and Ratchet Craig, right? Do you understand?
uh,
I ain't no atheist, but my partner is. You man,
right.
he looked at you and he was like, God dang, you think ISUPK will take my ignorant atheistic ass? Do you oh, they'll beat the Lord in you, nigga. They'll beat that into
Hey, you silly man.
yeah, no, so he like it's the style that you guys have. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you watched that Sarnett when he was on here, but he did scream. You know what? He he emphasized, Sarnett is known for like ripping and bashing Israelites. You know what I'm saying? But one thing he did say with ISUPK, he said, I like how them brothers is militant. And he said, my captain, my captain. He had that little raspy little voice. My captain, and under the commanding General Yohana. You know how he be. I'm working on my Sonetta impression next time he come on, but he did say that, it was the militant vibe of those brothers, how they're on code. He also pointed have a problem with people from ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? When they come on Sonetta TV. And I looked at that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because, like my Ratchet to him, shout out to Ratchet Craig. He said if you look at ISUPK, a lot of their members, they on code. You see what I'm saying? On code real. Like it's a bar and chain and a hierarchy of command. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
and I watched that, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't realize that, right? And a lot of black people, especially just our people in general, don't realize that. But one thing about it, Cap, right? The discipline of ISUPK, right? The bar and chain of command, right? How important is that for the black men? For not just for black men in general. You see what I'm saying? Since we missed that, I want your opinion on that, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, our structure, and you're right. Militant it is, you know, and we turn around and we get that from the scripture, you know, and what that would do for the black community, oh man, it would turn so much around, right? Like for instance, how our brothers are very emotional out there in the world, right? I don't deal off emotions. You understand? I don't care about how I feel. You understand? The work that I put in for the Most High goes according to what He said do and how He said to do it. I could care less about what I feel, right? But our brothers in the world, they are emotional, you know, and they turn around and like I said, all of the black on black crime and the violence that brothers are doing. You've seen some of the YouTube videos, I'm sure these videos that go viral, brothers and even sisters fighting and doing all that nonsense. You understand? If our brothers were raised, I mean, because they actually are. You understand? Those brothers, like I said, I'm not glorifying, what they doing, the violence and the gangs and the stuff like that. But those brothers actually have the heart. Those are our soldiers out there. You understand? They just fighting for the wrong things and the wrong purpose, and they fighting each other. You understand? When if we would turn around and take this same militant style that we had, not just take it, but come join it, get in. You understand? And be raised by another soldier, because that's who raised me. These men in ISUPK are absolute soldiers.
Yeah.
You understand? And I'm telling you, Commander Junior Hunter, man, look, I get stories from the other generals. They be like, boy, look at here. If you had been in class when I was in class, you know what I'm saying? If you had a met Commander Junior Hunter when I met Commander Junior Hunter, it was like, oh boy, you understand? He didn't play. He still don't. You know what I'm saying? But they say he was on 1,000. They say you on 10. They say the general was on 1,000 then. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but that I mean that style, the militant style that we have. I mean, just think about it. It like for instance, you don't hear of like fights and all this nonsense in our organization because of our structure. You know,
Right.
you don't hear of brothers knocking each other out and doing all that nonsense. Like what you do in some other organizations and what you hear in churches. I've even seen videos of churches. They pulling guns on each other, slapping each other upside their head, fighting with their members, all kind of mess, man. You know.
Right.
So, like I said, that structure that we have, man, that's in the Bible. You know, and to be a soldier. And if I could, real quick, I'm gonna read the scripture real quick,
Go ahead, Cap.
and
Go your show.
I, I, I appreciate it, brother. This is let me see. This is second. Let me see. Second Timothy. This was broken down to me. This was what I wanted to be when I saw the men on them corners. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. The
Mm,
greatest and sweetest words I ever heard in my entire life was the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks of.
amen.
When I heard the ISUPK say that, my exact words was, "Damn!" I said, "Where have these guys been at?" You know what I'm saying? All this time,
Right.
you know, because I was like, that right there was powerful to me to turn around and publicly speak against white people, because you don't hear that. You don't hear that too often. You
Mm,
understand?
right.
And so I was like, damn, like these are these men right here. I gotta be like these men. You understand? I was like, those are some men to look up to and want to follow after, right? And so that's the only thing that I've been taught how to be since I've been in here. Is a soldier, and this is Second Timothy chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ." Right. So when things, what they say, when the going get tough, the tough get going.
Right.
When that hardness come, we endure it. You understand? Me, I don't plan on falling weak and falling out this truth at no point in life. You understand? I'm gonna keep enduring the hardness as a good soldier, right?
Right.
And then it says, verse 4, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. Now, first off, um, if it had been my decision, I probably would not have been in this truth. You understand? Because I was doing something totally different at that time before I came in here. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. Being on the corners on Saturdays, going in and out of town, you understand?
Oh, Cap. Hold on, Cap. Oh man, hold on. Jump back in here, Cap. You there, Cap?
So I don't turn around and the affairs of this life, I don't get caught up in that, right?
Right.
Because I wore a whole different battle than
Right.
what's out there in the world. You understand? And so I want to please him that chose me to be a soldier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is, you know what I'm saying, the reason why I say what I say. And so as far as um what this militant style we have could fix, what it could do, it'll work wonders. It'll work wonders on all of us, man. Our sisters will fall in line. You know what I mean? Because ever since I was a kid, I used to hear, about weak men. I used to hear all the women in the family and women that we grew up around, friends of mine, mothers and all of that, and aunts and stuff. They always talked about how weak men are. And this place, this society has beaten our men down to powder,
Right.
you know. And Commander Junior Hunter is taking them and raising them up, you understand, as soldiers one by one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it could fix a lot, brother. It could fix our children. It could fix everything. The ISPK period is the fix for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. It just simply is.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So, Cap. Let's talk about the weak men. Right. Let's get into that. The weakness,
Hmm.
black men. Right. And I'm just put to you like this. I'm 29. You know what I'm saying. I'm a Jersey geek. You know what I'm saying. But I
With it.
I have to say this, right? Um, of course, I have a father. You know what I'm saying? My father done everything, and I mean everything, to get me to never fall in the footsteps of the street. You know what I'm saying? That messed up mentality, that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
so, I'm a very strong male figure in my life, right? But for those who don't, and they come across individuals like yourself, Captain Zariak, and Commander General Yohana, right? What are the
Hmm.
things, the stories that you can give to show that how they helped a fatherless male child grow up and to become a man?
Oh man, we it's countless stories of that going through the ISUPK. So many brothers and sisters, you understand, grew up without fathers, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and big ups to your father, you understand, for him being there, you know what I'm saying, and like you said, like you said, trying to keep you from the streets, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and falling into that trap because some of our brothers don't make it out.
They don't.
You know what I mean? I done grew up with so many brothers that are not here. You understand? Or that's behind bars because of them streets. You
Right.
know, and so but this is what the scripture says. This is let me see. I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 4:10. It says it says, "Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of a husband unto their mother, so shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than any. So it's like he shall love thee more than thy mother doth." Right. So what this is saying right here is to, of course, it started off and said, "Be as a father unto the fatherless." So when brothers come into the school, and this ain't got no age limit on it. You understand? If a brother, or sister did not have a father, and when they come into the truth, guess what? We'll be a father to you even as you're an adult. You understand? It doesn't even matter. Whatever help our people need, we give it to them. You understand? And so then when it says instead of a husband unto their mother, you don't just have to, what I'm saying, lay down with the woman in order to take care of her, say the children that she had. So it's some sisters in here, you understand, that say don't have husbands, right? Or even if they do, their children, I treat them like I treat mine. You understand? I give my life for mine. I give my life for my little brothers and my little sisters. You understand? That's in our school too. So if we all took that approach, you understand, of looking out for one another, taking care of one another, because I'm just telling you what was taught to me when I came into the school.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? That's what we do. And so like I said, man, I got some stories, brothers. Brothers not having fathers, sisters not having fathers, and coming here and actually finding men that love them. You understand? Actually finding brothers that's like a father figure. Commander Juliana is like the father figure. Even though I had my father in my life, you
Right.
understand? I know my dad. I talked to him the very day, you understand, that he ended up passing. You know, and so and I love my old dude. That's why I call him the old dude. You know what I'm saying? That was my old dude. I loved him. You understand? And like I said, but Commander Junior Hunter was more of a father figure that my father should have been. My father taught what he knew, so I'm not really like holding that against him. You
Right.
understand? But I'm just saying what Commander Junior Hunter has to teach and what he's taught us. This is what we all should be teaching. You
Right.
understand? This is what we all should be laying down to our passing down to our sons and our daughters. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Commander Junior Hunter is that father figure to all of us. You know, that father figure most definitely won't tell you and steer you in the wrong direction. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Right.
always be coming from them scriptures. Like you see what I'm doing. That's where I get it from. You know what I'm saying? I get it from the old dude, which is Commander Junior Hunter. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah, but my father, I was, and then real quick, and I'll say this, and then I'll let you get it back. I had said when I came into the truth, I looked at my dad. He wasn't in front of me or nothing like that, but I'm looking at him. I'm like, why wasn't he in this? You understand?
Mm.
So that I could have been taught this as a child. I mean, this is man, the truth. This is the greatest thing in the world to me.
Right.
You understand? And I was just wondering. I looked at him like, man, why wasn't my pops in here? You know, why wasn't the old dude in the ISUPK? Because this is amazing. This place is wonderful. And then like I said, he ended up changing some of his views before he passed. 'Cause my family, we from Mississippi, and man, they big on that poke. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
they big on the poke, brother. You understand? Hog mogs and chitterlings and pig feet and snoot, the nose and
Yeah.
from the rooter to the tutor, brother. You understand? But then
Yeah.
he ended up telling me, my dad, he said, son, can you tell when people be in your classes? I said, yeah, I can see it. He said, I'll be in there, right? I said, yeah, I see you in there. He said, I stopped eating pork too. I said, oh, that's good. That's a start. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, yeah. So, even though he didn't make, he continued watching class and, asking questions and stuff like that. But he didn't make it in the truth, but he was coming. You understand? It's so there's hope. So what I do is I just know that this is going to be a long and a slow grind. You understand? I'm now. I wish I could snap my fingers and make all my people come into the truth tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But it just ain't gonna go that way. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, that's why I stay in here. I stay doing the work because I know eventually my people they gonna see that they ain't got no other place to go, and,
So
and they gonna return home. Okay, go ahead.
and so that's the thing right there, Cap. You see what I'm saying? Um, I look at you, right? And I talk with you, right? Because a lot of people they see you sitting down, you know what I'm saying, at your desk with computer with the big ISUPK logo. They see your bracelets, your bandana on, and stuff like that. They just lose their fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they lose their damn mind. Like
Hey, I be looking good in my shit. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
I know.
See.
And like they don't. I kind of look at it. They don't like, you had your fist balled up and stuff to see a little gold and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I shared a couple of ladies about when you did a show talking about how a lot of black women go crazy over their man penis and how a lot of black women need to learn how to share
Right.
their man with multiple women, right? And I had some ladies, they lost
Right.
their mind. I had like 8 of them block me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, damn, these some
Oh,
selfish. You see what I'm saying? Just
right. Right.
selfish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Uh-huh.
I knew him personally, but my point is, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people have you extremely misunderstood from what I've watched. You see what I'm saying? Um,
Uh-huh.
Case in point, right? When Ratchet Craig and me first came on Paradigm Shift, right? Where we sealed the deal with DMG, you know, um, we saw you, right? And we was like, man, who is this nigga? Who is this guy? Damn, look at all these purple niggas. They just pulling up like a damn gang. And Ratchet like, this nigga on some G shit. He ain't scared. He still talking shit. All them niggas some busters. They all gathered around this nigga. This nigga ain't no coward at all. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I,
Right. Right.
I looked at that, right? And I said, hey, this motherfucker the truth. And then, we came on the show, motherfuckers was just attacking you, talking about your character, saying all this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Claiming that you're just these things that you're not. I'm not even gonna repeat it. And
Mm-hmm.
I looked at them and I said on live, I said, brother, you gotta look at this, right? You have to look at this individual and what he just did. Cause that's when they was trying to compare you to Loudmouth, you know what I'm saying? And I will not say his name for political purposes. They tried to say that in his record, he can trump your record, which was in fucking possible because you do shit in real life ain't fucking do. But he
Right.
they tried to slander you and say that, Cap can't do this and Cap can't that. And I said, motherfucker, if you don't, first of all, y'all dancing around on the internet where this man is out here on the front lines, on the block, you know what I'm saying? Defending the turf. Saying we was here first, you motherfuckers can't move me. And it took a goddamn near a small little militia to move you. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and you still on that block preaching.
You said, are we still on that block?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You still on that motherfucking block. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. A lot of people have misunderstood, because that's some indomitable shit right there at the end of the day. That's a man who will not be denied and will not be ran away. But how people try to make you out to be, right? They say stuff like
Hmm.
you're a coward, you don't understand anything, you're just copying someone else, you know what I'm saying? You have no individuality, you're just a drone. But drones, cowards, and assbacks, cowards, they don't have the capability to be adaptive in a situation like that. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
when the purple police came up and just surrounded you, man, the purple police just came up and surrounded you. Explain to me what was going through your head right then and there, Cap, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. This is the thing about that. That whole thing was a full attack on four men, right?
Right.
They actually planned that. You understand? 'Cause I sent it to DMG, but the week before that happened, they came out and it was 11 of them, right?
Right.
They left before we got there. You know what I'm saying? Because just think about it, 4 on 11, they wouldn't have been able to get none of that shit off that they did. So the next week they gathered more when they felt like they was 30 strong, right? It was about 30 of them out there. And what you didn't see was you didn't see the other ones that was standing on the other sides, the other corners. You understand that was out there. It was way more than that. Like I said, it was about 30 of them total. So what I was thinking is like any other day, any other camp, we are prepared. You understand? And we are no coward. We live by that shit. You know what I'm saying? No cowards, no excuses whatsoever. And so what we got in our mind is war every day, all day. You know what I mean? We don't like take a day off. You know what I mean? Like we don't. There's not a switch that we have to turn on once we get the camp. It's already on. You know what I mean? And that's why you saw what you saw. You know what I mean? When we turned around and was dealing with them when they pulled their speaker, they pointed it and at our camp when they tried to put their belongings behind us. You understand? And big ups to Officer Malak as well for that brother being as militant as he is a straight soldier. That brother is a soldier. You understand? And that's the one for people that saw the video. That's the one in the red shirt, and that's the one that stopped them from doing the things that they was doing. When they was putting their cooler, they thought they were going to turn around and surround us that way. They're going to put their belongings behind us, and you just ain't finna do that to us. You know what I mean? You can't. You just can't do that. You know. You don't turn around and see Jehovah's Witnesses standing on the corner, and then you turn around and put your things behind them and circle them. To me, that's weak, man. You know what I'm saying? That is weak. Christ never did that. He didn't go confronting Christian pastors, circling up their churches like what they did. Who was that brother? Geno Jennings. You know
Right.
what I mean? Had him surrounded. You know, had that brother whole church surrounded. And he did a little response video to them. You know, what I'm saying like the stuff that they be doing, man. That's insane. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that. Do I disagree with the Christian church? Absolutely. But I don't run up in their church. I don't set up outside, directly outside of their building, waiting while they going in there, blocking their lots and doing all that nonsense. I don't do that.
Right.
So we prepare. You understand? And I be prepared every single day. You know what I mean? It's not like I take a day off from this. So I mean, in the face of that is like the same. And then I've been in worse situations. You know what I mean? We didn't have people that we don't understand. We don't attack nobody, right? And I mean, we didn't have people come up. They got guns on their hip. You know, they got them showing. Man, look, and we just keep speaking, keep teaching the truth, keep saying what we saying. So I mean, them and that. That was in no way, shape, form, or fashion like any, like say any other day or any other camp or any other situation. Like I said, that was light, you know.
Right.
Really, that was light compared to what I've seen. I done battled brothers that got big 9 millimeters on their hip. You understand?
Mhm.
That's saying, why don't we love the white man? You know, they got a gun on his hip. You understand? And I'm battling with him about why I hate the so-called white man. So, that stuff that they were saying and doing, man, no, don't nothing just scare me. I'm just not scary like that. I ain't trying to brag and be like I'm just this gangster, nothing like that. But I'm just not scared. You know, and
Right.
with all the things that our people have gone through, I'm from the west side of St. Louis. You understand?
Hmm.
So I mean, man, like if you can make it on the west side of St. Louis, then I mean that right there is like I said, that's nothing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So you
Right.
know, I'm
Right.
from the murder capital, brother. St. Louis been the murder capital for damn near like the last 15 years. You
Right.
know,
Right. So have.
so
It sure,
that
sure has. And so
man,
this the thing.
murders go down all day, every day around here, and that's what we are out there to stop. You know what I mean? Commander
Hmm.
Junior Hunter sends us out in the west side, the north side, the south side, the east side of St. Louis to stop the brothers and sisters from killing each other, to
Right.
stop the drug. You understand? And how do we do it? We teach them the truth.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah.
So I got a question. I was talking with Ratchet Craig once upon a time, right? And he liked being ratchet. That's why he got ratchet in front of his name. He was talking about, when he was in, he lived in Memphis, right? And he said when some of
Mm-hmm.
them, I think he said it was ICIU. He said they don't
Mm-hmm.
come down in certain parts of Memphis because they'll get ran out. You know what I'm saying? A shot at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Would Okay, so you said you be in the west side, in St. Louis. You out there and you'll do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Right.
DM. He said we're from the murder capital where they murder for capital. Yeah.
Hey, he ain't like, look, he from her.
Yeah. So
DLG from a rough part himself.
yeah,
You understand?
I could tell by how he act, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Um call him his dad mode. You know what I'm saying? That's when protector mode come out, you know what I'm saying? He's like you
Uh-huh.
camera. But so do you have any ISUPK members in Memphis? That's one thing I was wondering also. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
we yeah, we got a school down in Memphis.
saying?
Absolutely.
I bet they tough as hell. I bet they tough
Man,
Memphis.
hey, all these brothers in the ISUPK are soldiers, man. You
Right,
understand? You brothers
right.
play no game. Captain down there, Captain Thawara, man, ain't no joke. That brother ain't no joke. You understand? He actually had a battle with them purple cats as well down there. Not in Memphis though, but in Nashville. With our school in Nashville. The brother went to do camp outside of our school, the building, and they pulled up. They started before they did, and they thought they was gonna run him off the corner. You understand? But that wasn't the case there either. It's just not gonna happen nowhere, man. You understand? Commander Junior Hunter is raising soldiers, and we not finna turn around and stop teaching this truth for nobody. Nobody's gonna run us off of any corner. It's our life out there. I know full well that I could lose my life possibly doing the work of the Lord. And not one day did that shake me. You know what that did? That made me want to get down even more. You understand? Because now I really have something worth dying for. Being in the streets and doing what I was doing in the world, man, that's garbage. That's trash. But now I said, I got a reason. I got something that I am willing to die for. So that's why I get out here and do the work, you know.
Right.
So yeah, so we definitely got brothers down there. Yeah.
See, that's something right there, right? And this goes back to the topic what I was talking about, weak men, right? A lot of men don't have resolve. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men don't have that tenacity to say, you know what, I'm finna die for this. You see what I'm saying? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of those are, internet gangsters, keyboard warriors, you know what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
craziness, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say this right quick, shout out to Sabio. Even though you kicked me out the motherfucking group, I ain't do shit. The other Craig did because he posted the Shaw's finna get ready to do a cap. You know what I'm saying? Um, I looked at that, right? He talk a lot of shit about you, right? I'm gonna use him for an example. He talk a lot of
Mm-hmm.
shit about you. He's a fool. He's lost, but I think you found. You see what I'm saying? So you're basically
Mm-hmm.
saying ISUPK, the truth, the brothers, the unity, the bond, all of that gave you purpose, power, under the grace, and the knowledge of the Most High to push you forward into your manhood as a protector, as a provider, and not only that, as a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I look at that. You see what I'm saying? And I look at the certain individuals who go and they try to belittle and crush a man who found his resolve and his purpose because maybe they have a form of jealousy, maybe they are insecure with themselves, or maybe, just maybe, they're trying to figure out
Mm-hmm.
how you found yourself and they couldn't find themselves after all this time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
that could very well be the case.
mm-hmm. And I find that quite interesting, Cap. Like for real, I really do. You know, because mind you, this is why I defended you, even though I didn't know you when I saw that damn video. Now a lot of people was like, "Yo, Craig, you just talking. You don't know the fucking man." But I mean, I know the man, but I know fights. Let's put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I know, and I know what it's like to get jumped and attacked and all this shit. I know
Oh
it's
yeah.
a certain type of man who stand his motherfucking ground when he's outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? That's a man confident in his ability. And you didn't move, you didn't bitch, you ain't holler, you ain't do none of that shit. I know some motherfuckers, they would have shit they pants. That was a lot of purple. That was a lot
Yeah.
of purple. That was a lot of purple. It took two men to motherfucking goddamn me manhandling you to the ground, Cap. Two.
Yeah, it
Two.
was more than that.
Oh, more?
Yeah, it was more than that.
Woo. I
Yeah,
mean, I mean,
it was about six of them total.
six of them.
And it took for the last one to jump on the pile in order to get me down.
Damn. But motherfuckers want to talk about they better than Cap10k when it come down to this shit, huh?
Yeah, hey, let them say what they want, but you see where they at
Yeah.
behind the computer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where they nice and comfy at. You
Right.
understand? We're safe at.
We're
You
safe.
know, typing. Yeah, but us, man, we out there. You
Man.
know, because that's where the work is at. You understand? The work ain't at home. The
Mm-hmm.
work is out there where the people are. You
Right.
know, how you gonna get the people? You know, sitting at home. And that ain't where they at. You can't. You know, your internet don't connect with these people's problems. You understand? Your internet don't connect with our daughters and even our sons that have been molested out there. You know, your internet don't connect with our brothers and sisters that smoking crack and finna get some of that lace fentanyl because you know that lace cocaine and that marijuana boys is hitting heavy out here. You
Right.
understand? Well, they get that fentanyl, especially here in St. Louis. You know, it's countless. Man, I got so many stories, I can't even cover them all on my radio show of all of the brothers and sisters that are dying behind that damn fentanyl, man. You
Right.
know, like I said, your internet don't connect with brothers that's on the corners, man. You understand that feel like that's the only way that they have to survive. You know, because we're in this hell. You know, your internet don't connect with that shit, man. You have to get out there and connect with that, and they're just not willing to do it. So you know, somebody like Savio, man, I pays him no mind. The brother is extremely emotional. He can calm down a little bit. You know, I'll give him that much. He has calmed down a little bit because the first time I ran into the brother was jumping on our video. I was like, "Whoa, brother, hold on, man. Wait a minute, we don't do this one. The brother got excited, trying to tell me where I was wrong at on one on my radio show, and turned around, he got to jumping in his background and screaming and yelling. I was like, hold on. Yeah, I had to drop him. I said, brother, we don't get down like that, man. I don't know what that is, but the brother has calmed down since then. He ain't as wild as he was, but he's still out there bad. And it could be a case of, like you said, to where the brother just can't find himself or jealous or whatever his problem is. But guess what, Sabio? It's a spot in the ISUPK for you too. Your brother. You understand? Instead of being jealous, come get down with your brother. Come put in some work. You understand? Come put some real work in. You understand? Because this place is for you. Our home is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? All of them. So if you are one of them, then you are. Guess what? You can make this your home, and we can turn around and see our way through this hell together, versus trying to do it separate. You know. So yeah, that could be the case. But like I said, I don't take nothing personal. You understand? I'm not worried about what people say about me, and I'm like, man, it don't matter to me. You understand? Like, cause they, like you said, they sitting at home doing nothing. While under Commander General Yohana, he gave me the order to feed and fix our people. That's what I'm out here doing. Told me to teach them the truth. That's what I'm out here doing. You understand? So
Right,
that's what I do. I follow orders.
right,
You understand? While others don't follow no orders and they do nothing. So
right,
it is. Yeah.
right. So basically, in a lot of ways, Cap, like under Commanding General Yohana, right? He gave the order for you guys to go and feed the flock, heal the people, teach them the truth, raise boys to warriors. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Hmm.
that's benevolent at the end of the day. But why is it that a lot of people misunderstand that with the organization you're a part of? Why is that?
Well, I think for one, our organization is totally not the norm, right? And what I mean by the norm is that we're not a Christian organization. We're not teaching that God is all love, that Jesus came to save everybody. We're actually teaching what the Bible says. And our people have been indoctrinated, with lies for so long, it's hard to break them. It's hard to break free from those lies, you know. And hell, I see more hope for our people that's on crack, weed, fentanyl, pill, that heroin, all of that together, right? You can mix all of that together and smoke it. I see more hope in that individual than I do a person that gets in their car, turn on Kurt Franklin on the way to church, listening to Stomp and all these other Donnie McClurkin and all these other gospel singers. I see more hope for that person that smokes all them drugs than I do for those Christians that sit in their church, because they absolutely love those lies, man. Even when you show them, you understand, where they are wrong and how that is not true according to the Bible, not according to what I think. They still say, nope, that ain't what I was taught. Ain't what the pastor told me. You
Right.
understand? My pastor said this. So yeah, those lies, man. The Christianity, and we have a saying in the school: the Christianity is one hell of a drug, and
Mm,
it is, man. And it was so hard because my grandmother, who I love dearly, brother, before she passed, she raised my entire family in Christianity, in the Christian church. And man, that stuff was hard to break, brother. It
right.
was hard to break. You understand? But I knew something was off, with the teachings, because one plus one never equaled two in the Christian church. It never added. It just sound good. You
Right.
understand? But it never actually added up. You know. And so when I did break free from that mess, man, I'm never going back. I'm never going back to something that I know is completely false and a total lie. I'm not gonna do it. And
Mm,
those are all religions, not just Christianity. I'm not getting down with none.
right,
Now that I've found the truth, I am home and I'm here to stay.
right,
You know,
right,
so
bro. And I got you with that, Cap. And I see, that's the thing right there, right? That's why one of the reasons why I have these shows, because a lot of people never get a chance to tell their side of the story. They never get a chance to bring out what their mission is, what drives them, their passion. You know what I'm saying? It's always
mhm,
easy when a person come up and they point the finger. Oh, you're a woman beater. You're a cultist. You're all these things. You just you just love the white man secretly. You're dancing with the white man's religion. You're doing all of. I mean, like I look at people and their assumptions. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of
mhm,
people came by and say, "Hey, Cap, why do you do what you do?" You see what I'm saying? And that's when
mhm,
with black folk right there, right? Communication. There's no communication. There's no patience, and there's no sense of understanding when it comes down to wanting to see why a brother or a sister do what they do, or what drove them to this point, or what pushed them in this direction. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to
right.
see what's up with each other, you know? And and I ain't perfect. I've done some stuff. I cussed out a lot of people, made fun of a lot of people, and I'm still gonna cuss out a lot of motherfuckers. Zion, yeah, cuss that motherfucker out. Yeah, I have something very special for him. But the point is, right? And oh, you gonna see that motherfucker real soon, Cap. You know what I'm saying? I had to give him a shout out. You gonna see why I'm gonna do that motherfucker in. But the point is, right? It shows you, right, at the end of the day, right, why our people don't know how to be a people. And you got individuals
Mhm,
like who is trying to uplift our people, and they get demonized. They'll demonize you instead of the motherfucking demon. You know what I'm saying? That's wild.
mhm,
Wow. That's wild. But moving on with loud and clear, Cap, getting down to a
right.
little bit eating potatoes, a little bit into the nitty gritty. I have to ask you a couple of things, right? So,
Forward.
word on the street is, Cap, you're a ladies' man. You're the ladies' man, from what I heard. You see what I'm saying? And they say you practice polygamy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna ask you no personal questions about how many ladies you got, how many kids you got and stuff like that. I just want to ask you this: why is it that so many black women have an issue with successful black men who are into polygamy?
Well, okay, the same for same thing I said it goes against the norm. We
Hmm.
go against the norm, right?
Right,
Like when you think about monogamy versus polygyny, I think you said polygamy, and there's a difference. Polygamy is where the man or the woman could have multiple partners. We don't get down with that. Our women ain't having no multiple nothing. You understand? It's me or and me only. You
right,
understand?
right,
But now, according to the Bible, that's how many men a woman is supposed to have. One, right? That's it. When a woman decides on giving her body to a man, that's it. That's all you get. Just that one. But the Lord did say in the Bible that a man can have more than one woman. Okay, and so that would be polygyny, or we just call it multiple wives. That's all. You know what I mean?
right,
And
right,
our sisters, yeah, it goes against what they've been taught. It goes against the norm. Christianity, right? Which is now when you think about something, they never tell the woman that they only supposed to be with one man.
Yo, Cap, you there?
That he only supposed to have one wife. That's it. And think about something. The pastors of these churches, they got one wife, but molesting all the children in the church. They got one wife, you understand? One woman that they married to on paper, but sleeping with all the other men's wives in the church. And if they not sleeping with them, they sleeping with the women that's in the church. And then once they wife find out, then that's when they leave them women alone. You understand? Because they ain't trying to mess up that thing that they got going with that one wife. That's because they not a man. You understand? They're weak, and that religion allows those men to be sexual deviants. I just don't understand what it is about being with a child. I don't know what it's like, but I know being with an adult woman who is willing to give you all of that body. I know it's better than being with a child. But for some odd reason, those preachers, you understand? Now women follow behind those preachers, and I can give you some examples. They had a brother in Detroit, a pastor that turned around. I got to look his name up again. But anytime this stuff happens, I bring these stories out. You know what I'm saying? The brother wrote a book called "She Wants a Man," but then got caught sleeping with one of the brothers in the church, wife. As a matter of fact, and in they daughter's bed. You understand? The brother came home and caught his wife and the pastor that wrote this book talking about she wants a man. No, Negro changed that to she has a man. You understand? And guess what? They turned around and did. The brother said he finna go get his pistol. He finna handle this pastor. So the wife, guess who the wife jumps up and protects? She protects the preacher. The preacher runs out the house butt naked, bro. Butt naked, run up out the crib. The police find him 3, 4 blocks over, hiding in the bushes, completely butt naked. You understand? Trying to use a leaf from the bush to cover himself up and looking stupid as hell. And but you know what he did? He turned around, made a response video. He went to church. Somebody recorded this, and he went and did a sermon, did a speech, whatever you want to call it, to his congregation, right?
Mhm.
And saying, I am a man, right? And you know what happened with those women in that church? Yes, amen. Come on, pastor, take your time. No, they with him. You understand?
Yeah.
They with this dude because he's the pastor. You understand? But let your husband try to have another man. Oh hell no, you ain't not my husband. But the pastor, oh yeah, come on, take your time, pastor. It's all right. They got a video on it, and you'll hear the women in the church supporting this man. And that's because our sisters, man, they are simple as simple could be,
Right.
and they believe this is something. A man having more than one woman is an age old thing. This ain't nothing new.
Right.
Brothers ain't just started being with more than one woman. It's been happening since the beginning of time,
Right.
and it's gonna happen till forever. It's gonna always happen. So what sisters should do is come learn the truth about it. You understand? And clear your mind of all of the lies that you have been told about it so that you can have a successful relationship. Because I know that vagina of yours is tired of all of the penises that have been inside of it. While you trying to tell the man not to sleep with nobody else, what about you? When are you going to stop? Because that's what needs to be fixed. Our brothers need to stop lying to women and telling them that they don't have anybody else, knowing that they do. Right? And our brothers, they so weak. Like I said, we've been beat down to powder here, and they feel like if they tell her the truth, they not gonna get her. He want the woman, but if I tell her I got another one, guess what she gonna do? She gonna say no, and so those brothers end up lying. Right? Because hell, first date you go on, you got to hear about all these exes and all these exes and how they played them and how all the ex one ex did her like this, the other ex did her like that, the other ex did her like that. You understand? You got to hear all of this. You got to hear about all of these men that have been up inside of you. You understand? So then the brother say, well, yeah, I'm gonna lie to her, so I can get her as well. Now I'm not saying that's right. I'm just telling you what brothers do. So they should not be lying to sisters. You
Right.
understand? And then what needs to be fixed is black women. Why you so concerned about that man's penis and how many women he sleep? Worry about how many notches you didn't put on your belt.
Oh.
You I didn't challenge sisters to the one man challenge, and I'm waiting on a sister to take that challenge. You understand? But you know what? They so full of Christianity. You understand? They not gonna do it because the very moment that they are unhappy, they're gonna leave him and they're gonna find somebody else. You understand? They don't take the Bible serious. They don't take Christ serious. They don't take God's laws serious. They don't take marriage serious. They don't even take their bodies serious. If they did, they wouldn't give it to so many different men. You understand? They wouldn't have so many exes. I seen a sister that made a post that said, to all my exes, I'm still better than y'all bitches. That's what she said.
Dang.
And I went on there and asked her, so I said, damn, how many exes do you have? 'Cause that sounds disgusting. You understand? To hear you even say that, to all my exes,
So, so,
like,
so,
go ahead.
so, so what is the one woman? Like you said, the one man challenge.
Yes, that's my challenge that I done turned around and made up for sisters to see which one of them is gonna pull that off.
Yeah,
You understand?
so can you
One man
break
challenge.
it? Can you break it down? Can you break it down, Cap? You know what I'm saying?
Uh, Absolutely, I'll break it down. This is where I get this from. I got to pull a scripture about it.
Yeah,
You know
go
what I'm saying?
ahead.
I got the scripture. You want to hear? Here you go. You know what I mean? This is Let me go to Romans. This is in the New Testament. Now Christians are notorious for saying that they follow the New Testament,
Right.
right? Okay, so we in the New Testament, all right? And this is what it says. And this is Romans 7 verse 2. It says, "For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth." Right? Now, the word husband, okay, in the original records, you'll see what they say, man and wife, right? Man and woman. Okay, that husband and wife, of course, it's a European term, and I'm not saying it's wrong. You understand? But in the original records, you'll see everywhere you see husband, you'll see man. It's just how we talk, right? And then wherever you see woman, wherever you see wife, you'll see woman. Okay, so for a woman that has a husband, and according to the Bible, when two people have sex with each other, consensual, when they desire one another, when this one is looking all in his eyes and he looking all in her eyes, and they want to be with each other and they give each other their bodies, you now have become husband and wife, right? So that's what this is talking about. This is talking about a woman who is having sex with a man, right? And we know a whole bunch of sisters. They ain't waiting to have no doggone sex. You understand? They talk about all of the needs that they have, and they are a woman, and they got needs and all of that nonsense. So they letting somebody beat that thing up,
Yeah.
right? And here's the thing though, they don't understand. They don't know because of Christianity teaching our people that marriage is a piece of paper to where
Mm,
you can just go have sex all day and all night with whoever the hell you want to. It's
right.
your body. You can give it to whatever man want it. And women, they doing that, not knowing that they are marrying and divorcing the men one by the other. All these different baby daddies you got, those is your husbands. Them ain't just baby daddies. All these exes that you done slept with, those is husbands. Them ain't just exes and one night stands and whatever the hell they want to call them. You understand? And that's because of Christianity that our sisters don't know this. So that's why I came with the one man challenge, and it's followed up by these scriptures. And then it says, "But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband." So, if say for instance the man, say die of natural causes, you understand, turn around and just went in his sleep. Okay, if she turned around and he dead, then she loose from that law. She did her job to that man, which was stay with him until he died. And that's one thing. I'm sorry, boys, on topic. In the ISUPK, we take an oath, you understand, to the Lord to keep his laws. This ain't just no thing where Christians say, yeah, I believe in Jesus, and then they go do what the hell they want to do. You understand? I made an oath to serve the Lord until the day that I die. And then not only that, to the women I'm married to, I made an oath with them too. You understand? And the Lord said that the only way that you can leave a woman is if she plays the whore. You understand? And sleeps with someone else. That's the only reason that you can leave. You understand? And I'm not gonna divorce no woman that I'm with, right? Because guess what? I honor that oath that I made, that vow that me and them made to stay together. It's a serious business. You understand? Your body should mean something to you. You understand? It shouldn't just be no calm dump to where everybody gets to, you know, feel what you're working with. That's ridiculous. So that's the thing that needs change right here. Then verse 3 says this. So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. And what's an adulteress? An adulteress is a hoe. You understand? That's what everybody is going to look at you as. That this is why, and the Christian church is in support of this as well. That no slut shaming thing.
Right,
They want these filthy women to just be as clean and as pure as they possibly can. You know what? I do too, but I want them to stop their filth. You understand? I want them to stop their filthiness, not just turn around and be out here doing whatever the hell they want to do, and then want to be looked at as this good woman when you're not.
yeah,
You
man.
understand? You got to
So
turn from ways. And then I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you get it. This says, "But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man." So if your man die, if he passes away, right? Then you are free whenever, I know sometimes women, it take them a while to get over, someone that they were with and that they loved and that they would, you know, that was their man, that was their everything. So
mhm,
I'm not saying jump right back out there in the next week or two or whatever. Take your time, but you can be with someone else then because you've done your thing with your husband. The man passed away. He had cancer, or he had an accident, or some unfortunate thing cost this man his life. And then once you're ready to be with someone else, then you can. You
right,
understand? But the one man challenge is be with one man. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I know I was gonna give it to you, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna make it quick. There was one sister that was not in a school that I was counseling that
right,
heard the truth, and she kept calling for counsel and calling for counsel, right? Then she started. This was one whole year, right, of her tuning in, listening, and calling periodically, right? She called me 7 times out that year talking about 7 different men that she had been with sexually, not just broke up and just she talking to, got they sex, moved in or whatever, all of that. I'm thinking the first call, I said, well, no, I broke it down to her, let her know, so no, it's not unlawful to have another woman. She found out that he was living with his baby mama and her. You understand? And so she turned around and wanted to leave. I said, well, that's your husband, sis. Stay with that man. You know what I'm saying? Make it work. She called me second time. It's another man. And then the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and seventh. Now say let's say she do that for the next 5 years. How many men has she done slept with, bro? Like she don't even understand. She done slept with 7 different men in 1 year,
yeah,
and I couldn't get her to understand that. And this sister just kept on doing it until eventually she probably just got tired of me going in on her about all of her whoredom. You know what I'm saying? But because what she was used to hearing is someone doing what, bashing that man, saying,
right,
"Oh yeah, he wrong for that." You understand? No, he should not be with another woman. Yeah, you should leave him and all that nonsense. I'm not encouraging nobody to leave nobody because that's wrong. You
right,
understand? Your man has other women. Learn to deal with it. Stay with him because he's not going to stop. You
right,
understand? And he shouldn't. For you, you think he should stop being with other women for you when you don't even treat the man right? You barely even cook. You barely even keep your mouth shut. Like women want to do less and less and less for a man, but want everything in the world that's supposed to come with a relationship. They
right,
want
right,
your money. They want your sex. They want your time. They want everything to belong to them, but they
mhm,
don't have give you anything in return. And you
right,
think a man just wants to be with that? No. The one woman challenge is you be with just one man. And if that sister is listening, You understand? I ain't gonna say her name, but if you're listening, I challenge you personally because you've been with 7 men. That 1 year you called me. I want to see if you could be with one man for the rest of your doggone life. You know what I'm saying? That's my challenge.
Oh
Go ahead.
man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I think I know who you're talking about. Cause I gotta say this, Cap. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say a lot of people have you misunderstood. You see what I'm saying? You're counseling people. You're giving, how can I put it? You're giving a surety back to them, trying to let them know that, yo, this is what you're doing. This is your problems. This is why this is not working for you. You need to work this out right here, right? Because, when I
Right.
tried to call you today, man, it went to voicemail. But I ain't gonna lie, Cap, you got one of the most hardest motherfucking voicemails I ever heard in my life, man. You said you got counseling. You said if you want counseling, request it. Then it just clicked off. It said the mailbox was full. Goodbye. And it just hung up like, damn. Got all the motherfuckers. So hey, you must be doing something. So your mailbox full of the motherfuckers at the end of the day.
Like, I'm gonna have to
But
take it clear it out.
yeah, you gotta clear that mug out, Cap. But this is the thing I have to say about the whole shebang right here, right? So when it comes down to a man having multiple wives, right? Now a lot of women, a lot of black ladies, when I see they get disgusted by that, right? They'll try to say those women are weak, right? They'll try to say those women are indoctrinated, they're being
Uh-huh.
forced and held behind their own will and stuff like that. They don't have
Mm,
no mama at home and stuff like that to protect them
mm,
and stuff like that. They say all those things, right? And I heard a particular lady, she's known as the prophetess. The prophetess. That's the lady you was talking about, Cap. You see what I'm saying? She was known as the prophetess. She said that when a man get another wife, right? He pretty much
mm.
puts that other wife away and he doesn't love her anymore and he's going on to the next woman. Now, is that true, Cap, even with you?
No, you don't. Okay, if a man has 2 wives, who did he put away? When he got the second one, he's still dealing with the first one. So how did he put anybody away? That right there, that's what a lot of Christians do is they force what they believe in their head into the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor, the so-called white man, he did that same thing, and he forced monogamy into the Bible and said that this is a godly relationship right here. This is the way God had intended for a relationship between a man and a woman to be just one on one. When that is not true according to the records. So she just made that up in her head, like a whole bunch of other stuff that she made up in her head. And she's trying to say that this is what the Bible is saying and this is what it means. When that is totally not true. You understand? That is totally not true. So she, like, so many other people, like I said, they just make up stuff, man. And like I said, if you're still dealing with, no matter how many women, if a man has one woman, right, and then he goes and gets a second wife, and he keeps both of those women, who did he put away? If he gets a third wife and he's dealing with all three of these women, who did he put away? Putting away means divorce, right? In today's terminology, putting away is when you are done with that person. You understand? And back in the day, you could do that. You could turn around and divorce your wife for whatever the reason. You could find some uncleanness about that woman, something that you didn't like, and you could turn around and give her a divorce decree and send her on about her business. You could do that at one point. Now you can't. Christ said you have to work that thing out. So we don't put women away in the truth. The only way that that would happen is if a woman plays a whore and sleeps with someone else, then it's good riddance. But if you just simply take another wife, now you've added to how many women you have. So if you have one and you take another one, you're gonna deal with both of them. You understand? That's how you do that. So she don't know what she talking about.
Oh man, yeah, because hey Cap, I ain't gonna lie. The prophetess is fired up. She's fired up, man. She called me when I was able to when they would do your show yesterday. She said, "Man, you need to do that goddamn show with Cap. You better ask him some motherfucking good questions." I was like, "Who are you talking to?" You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was getting hyped up. She was getting hyped up.
uh,
But
good. Right.
I, I have to say though, she was getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a good friend of
Mm-hmm.
mine. She was getting on my nerves. I was like, man, you don't leave me alone, because you already had me be
Wait,
your reading nigga on your.
wait a minute. Now hold on. She not even your wife and getting on your nerve.
Yeah, man.
Ooh wait. Now she not even your woman. And
Not
she
even.
get. I don't look. I don't know where women get this idea that they are problem less when you only deal with one. I don't know where they get this from. You
Right.
understand? I don't know what planet they live on, but dealing with one woman is a problem, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? Especially our look. She's not even your woman. She's a good friend of yours, and she's getting on your nerve.
Yeah,
You understand?
because you saw her, Cap. She said she made me be the reading nigga on her show. She like, read. I'm like, what the fuck? Read. She made me be the
Yeah,
read.
brother.
But she
Right.
But yeah, she's very fired up. She had her daughter had a happy birthday. She's being a mom. She's a super soccer mom at heart. You know what I'm saying? But she
Mm-hmm.
real fired up with you, Cap. She's after you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be watching all Cap
Mm-hmm.
lives. I was like, God
Yeah.
damn, you got a stalker, Cap. you got a stalker. You got a stalker because she's one of the people that want to, chop it up with you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
she what I call a groupie.
she one of your groupies.
Yeah, she's a
Oh,
groupie, man.
she's a
You know what I'm saying?
Cap10k group.
Her air Texas bomber. You know what I'm saying? They both groupies, man.
Oh man.
We get a lot. We get a lot of those. You know,
Oh man. They want to get down with the ISUPK.
they,
Secret.
they they really do. They just know they ain't strong enough. That's all.
Ooh, they ain't strong enough.
Because
That's
these
right.
sisters in the ISUPK, I give it up to them because it takes a lot dealing with priest and prophet of God. You
Right.
understand? Sometimes we're not at home. Sometimes we got the work to do. You understand? Sometimes we out of town. We got to
Mm-hmm.
follow orders. Same way Esau's military work,
Yeah.
so-called white man military work. You understand? Yeah, that's how our military work. Matter of fact, that's where the so-called white man got it from. He got it from our records. You understand?
Right.
And you turn around and guess what? Sometimes, you might be at home by yourself. You might be having dinner by yourself. You might be cooking, what I'm saying, for yourself. You might it might be a day or two or whatever, a week or something where you raising the kids, but guess what? These sisters in here are strong because you know what? They are doing it. They're married to brothers in the ISUPK that got a bunch of wives and a bunch of kids, and they are holding those men down. And they having long lasting relationships. You understand? So, but I can't say the same for those Christian men and women that's in the world. I can't say the same for that sister that you referring to that is having all them questions. You understand? All my groupies. I can't say the same for my groupies because ain't no telling how many men they gonna be with after this or done already been with. You understand? So yeah.
I hear you with that, Captain. I hear you with that.
Hmm.
So getting deeper into loud and clear, right? There's a few more things I would like to ask you, Captain, and I want to thank you for having you on, Chief. You know what I'm saying? Um, Number one, right? You went in, right, and you was talking with a certain individual, right? I gotta bring him up. Nobody, shout out to my Dallas brother, Nobody. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I know that you and him have a extreme back and forth sometime. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
he a Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He an Israelite. Um,
Right.
I heard that it got scrappy between y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like real
Oh
hard.
yeah.
Like. But I don't think that you started first. You know what I'm saying? Because they said that he got so hard. He just started talking about the commanding general on you. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Yeah, he did. So was it over information or what happened? Or what started that? What started that, man? If you don't mind.
Well, first off, I want to say this. Nobody that is a brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother.
Right.
Uh, Me and him, yeah, we done went to war a couple of times. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we actually then squashed it and got over that. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And have become good brothers. Even though you understand he, is in the into Christianity. He believes what he believes, and I'm in the truth, and I believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Going over the information is one thing. You understand? And even men talking as hard and as strong, you understand, as you can
Right.
is one thing. But kind of getting personal is another.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes that happens. And yeah, the brother he did kick it off. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he's a man. You know, I wouldn't expect nothing less from a man to stand on what he stand on. You understand? But I chin checked him, what I'm saying, through the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Brother,
'Cause we was on
brother,
we was on
brother.
the phone. I chin checked him. You understand? And he got his mind right. And and I said we came together, and now we cool. So like I said, and that right there just goes to show and lead to another point is that even though we disagree, we don't have to kill each other. We ain't gotta be at each other's throats. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And,
right,
and that's really what people actually be wanting to see. You
mm,
understand? Now we're gonna give you a good debate. You
right,
understand, or a good discussion. We're gonna make sure that thing is off the chain. But at the same time, it's not like I want to kill the brother. Me and DMG, we have discussions all the time where we disagree. You know what I mean? He say what he say, I say what I say, and it get heated. You understand? It get heated in our discussions. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, they still my brothers. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't take this stuff personal. You know what I'm saying? Other people may, you understand, but I don't. So that's why I'm able to. Matter of fact, since we talking about that, me and that brother Chris Harris, you understand, we went through the same thing. And then guess what? Me and him, man, we like brothers as well. So
right,
it is what it is, man. Our thing is to gain our people. You see what I'm saying? To the point to where if you're not getting in our organization, that's fine. But we still ain't got a war with each other, try to kill one another. You understand? We can still be brothers. We can still have our discussions, dialogues, debates. You understand? Whatever it is, and we can still go at each other. You understand? Because when I'm in the ring, that's the Lord's business. It ain't mine. You
right,
understand? So I'm not coming soft. You understand? I ain't thinking, oh, this is my brother, man. Let me hold back a little bit. No, I'm coming at you. You understand? Because I'm going to destroy them lies that you telling. But after the show, man, look at her. We can go have a drink. We can go out to eat. You understand? We can go
yeah,
do all of that. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? We can
And
go
so,
do all of that.
and see, this is why a lot of times, Cap. This is why loud and clear in the lake of fire is so important because it brings out the person. You see what I'm saying? It gives you that chance to explain. But I gotta ask you this: would you ever team up with nobody in a debate?
You say team up with them
Would you
in
team
the
up with
debate?
nobody or in a
Well,
dialogue?
well, I don't know if okay now if it's against now one thing that I won't do that I'll never do is I will never side with a heathen over my people,
Right,
right?
right, right,
So if it's in a discussion against one of them, absolutely. But if it's something that what I'm saying, one of his belief, I can't team up with somebody I don't believe in. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
I can't go to war with you. Now, say for instance, we all in a discussion, we all on a panel. I have no problem with agreeing with something that you say that's right. If you say something that's right, you say something that's true. I can say, yeah, I agree with what he just said. I'll go along with what he just said. You understand? I'm like, yeah, that's the truth. You
Right.
know. So, but as far as it would just depend on the what I'm saying the team and up thing.
Because I mean,
You know.
like, I'm gonna tell you this. Shout out to DMG again. Ratchet and me, right? We got some characters coming through. You know, people, like I told you, people been harassing my ass ever since that Sarnetta debate, right? Interview. Right? They've been harassed.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And there's some people I was shocked to see. You see what I'm saying? For example, Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Now, here's the thing. I believe in
Mm-hmm.
Christ. You see what I'm saying? I do. But
Right.
what if I bring a guy on that think he's Christ?
I think he is Christ.
He says he is.
Man, good night. Them brothers are difficult to talk to, boy. They really be trying to push that narrative that they are the savior. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And yeah, that's crazy.
Because I know two of them. You know what I'm saying? I showed
Uh
one. DMG got scared of the one I showed him. You know what I'm saying? DMG said, "Who is this nigga, man? I don't know. I want this nigga home."
huh.
Yeah, that DMG.
Yeah.
The fuck is this dude? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm keeping him
Yeah,
down.
I had a conversation with I think it's two of them. Myself. One, he smokes weed. He smoked weed while he so called teaching. You know what I mean? He dressed. I asked the brother, man, can you put a shirt on your profile? The brother had his shirt all the way unbuttoned and down. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, like, come on, nobody want to see your taco meat on your chest. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Yeah,
yeah, but he teaches his people that they can get high and that he is Christ, he's the Messiah, he walking around. But I don't see him doing anything for you understand the
but
people.
but
You
hold
know.
on. I gotta say this though, Cap. This
Mm.
last dude, it's gonna be a while for him to come on, but this last dude, he's so goddamn cold. He got white boys taking his mark on their forehead.
Oh my God,
That's how cold them
it's
motherfuckers be.
crazy.
You know what I'm
Man.
saying?
Look who we talking about, man. We talking about the devil the Bible speaks. They'll do anything, man. The
Yeah.
white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. And you know what I really believe. I'm gonna be honest with you. And since you said that, what I think about the other guy, the one that I spoke to, is as I believe is a lot of homosexual stuff going on because
Right.
he had one cat. He had one. This was on Clubhouse, and this cat was crying over him while me and the so-called Jesus cat going back and forth. I'm like, brother, but you smoke weed, like you get high, man. Like who? When did if you the savior? When did he get high? When did he get blow? When what I'm saying? When was he puffing and passing? When did that happen? So we going back and forth, and
Right.
a brother cut in, and he got so emotional, man. He got to crying, real tears. Boo hooing. Talking about how he did so much for him, and he feel the way he feel about him. And to me, that just set off a whole nother thing. I love Commander Junior Hunter, man, but I ain't sitting back. We ain't crying and man, it was just weird. You understand? It was weird, and I really think a lot of homosexual stuff be going on with those men, and for a man to allow another man to stamp a mark on your head, talking about you belong to him, that's crazy, you know. So yeah, that's weird, bro. But yeah, that is weird. But as far as talking to him, yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I'll talk to almost anybody. I ain't gonna say anybody. I'm gonna say almost anybody. And DMG say chin check. Yeah, DMG, I chin check. You understand? I said over the internet. We was on the phone, TMZ. I just saw his comment.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see,
No,
Cap.
but to clear it up, me and nobody, we ain't had no actual fight or nothing
No,
like
I
that.
could tell. I could tell y'all the brothers. You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How it be going out. But the point of this loud and clear was just to show, right? Cap is not this monster this super hyper misogynistic, evil person who don't give women a choice and they can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I was just
Oh
sharing it
my god.
because
No, but no, wait a minute. Now, who wants a woman that you gotta force her to do something for you? Who wants that? I mean, come on, man. That don't even make sense. I'm not forcing no woman to be with me. I want the ones that want me. You understand?
mm-hmm.
If you want me, baby, come on, let's go. But if you don't, I understand. Hey, shalom, Lord be with you. It's not that big of a deal to me. But
Right,
we're not forcing women to be with us. No, who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that people just say things, and I thought that was weird. How the title the sister had put misogyny and surviving the church, and featured me throughout the whole show when I have absolutely nothing to do with the church. You
right,
understand? The sister said that I use what I used to do in the world, which was have a bunch of women, and then turn around and now I'm using the Bible as an excuse to have a bunch of women. No, I'm not. You understand?
right,
That's
right,
not what I'm doing. I have been doing it. This is nothing that was new to me. You understand? It was nothing new to the men in my family. Every man in my family got more than one woman. This is what I've been surrounded by. And then when you go into the Bible tells you clearly that it is lawful for a man to have more than one woman if he chooses to. So I just kind of didn't understand the title of that, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't explain what made me so misogynistic, you know what I'm saying? So that whole thing was crazy, and all of the stuff that she was saying. Like I said, she went and twisted every single thing that I said, you know what I'm saying, in the radio show, and she twisted everything in the show that she did, and then to be misogynistic is where you dislike or you hate women. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I absolutely love my sister. You understand?
Love them so
I
much
I,
you had to
I
have
love.
multiple. You know what
I
I'm saying?
dirty look took the words right out of my mouth. You
Yeah,
understand? So I don't even understand what she's talking about. Like people say a lot of dumb things. They say we pimping women. I ask them all the time. As soon as they say that, I said, "Do you even know what pimping is? Pimping is you take the woman, you make her sell her body in order to give you money. My women ain't giving their body to nobody else but me. If you do, deuces. You understand? What ain't that what Chris Brown said in that song that he made? Deuces. You
yeah,
understand? You can get up out of here. Like the old folks used to say back in the day. Don't let the dough hit you where the good Lord split you.
yeah,
You understand? So I mean, we're not doing any of that nonsense, man. And that's just people, like I said, that's looking on the outside. You can have your opinion or whatever it is that your personal opinion. You can do whatever it is that you want. You can say whatever it is you want. You understand? But here's the thing: there's laws pertaining to men having more than one woman. It's in the Bible. It's nothing new. It's been there all the time. Nobody changed it and rewrote it, switched the words around. It's been there all the time. What we're doing is we're just giving the correct understanding of the scriptures, and when it comes to a man having more than one woman, you understand. We don't push that you must have no amount of wives. What we do is when we hear that lie about a man must only have one, now that's when we go to work and we completely destroy that lie, because a man can have more than one woman if he chooses to. You
right, right.
understand? And we try to get brothers. We look. I try to discourage brothers sometimes. Man, don't even worry about no woman, bro. Not right now. You
See, see,
understand?
see how
Focus
real
on
Cap
focus
is.
on this truth.
Yeah, you
Focus
see
on
how
this
real
truth, man.
Cap
You understand?
is.
Get stronger. You
Yeah,
understand? Learn more before you just go run up in you something. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because it's one thing to just do something, but it's another thing to know what you're doing. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And I would want to tell everybody, you see how real Cap is, you know what I'm saying? Cap is telling the man to grow, get stronger, then get you a lady. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush up into it because you're in a place where you feel it'll be easy. You see what I'm saying? And see, a lot of people would just assume, Cap, they'll try to throw you under the bus and say you just advocate for that. But I'm glad you pushed that and you said that. You see what I'm saying? That's why loud and clear is important, because it's loud and clear. You see what I'm saying? Now, check this out, Cap. This is another thing I gotta ask you, right? The prophetess. I'm real pissed off at her for making me read and being her personal reading nigga. She did it like 4 times. I'm mad as hell. Mad as hell. You know, like I'm a part of her goddamn camp. You know what I'm saying? And Ratchet motherfucking Craig didn't help me. He didn't help me. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, I heard him.
Yeah, she went to sleep, Cap.
He was blowing all kind of smoke up that young lady's behind, boy. He had her gassed up, boy.
Yeah, he so did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he so did that ratchet motherfucker. I hate that shit. She didn't make him read. She made me read. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right. She should have let the cheerleader read.
Yeah, the cheerleader.
He was cheerleader.
Let that motherfucker read.
Yeah, he was cheering.
He was cheering hard than the motherfucker, Cap. Hey, yo, Cap, your microphone went out, man. Oh man. I gotta ask you one more question, Cap. I gotta ask you one more, man. And this question right here, man, it's kind of a sensitive topic. But yeah, she should let the goddamn cheerleader read, Cap. Hey, Cap, you with me, Chief? Because your stuff was going in and out. See, it's them goddamn motherfucking forces trying to stop you from bringing out this truth. Yeah, damn right, ratchet motherfucking Craig. You is a goddamn cheerleader, brother. You ain't helped me when the goddamn motherfucking prophetess was making me read and shit like that against my motherfucking will. That was some bullshit, brother. God damn. But one thing about it, everyone, one thing I gotta say about Loud and Clear and the Lake of Fire, right? You gotta understand at the end of the day that what we push out and what we bring it so people can understand the individual before they make an assumption or a fucked up judgment, because you might be barking up the wrong tree. But anyway, yo, Cap, you back with us, Chief?
Yeah,
I can hear you a little bit. It's kind of buzzing a little bit. Yeah, I can hear you, Cap.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, it's something going on.
Oh man,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, what you were saying though? So you had another question?
Yeah, I had another question, man, but I just want to say this, man. I gotta get back to the fucking cheerleader. Yeah, he was a cheerleader, blowing smoke up her ass, making her go harder. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at that motherfucker. So we got there's a problem in paradigm shift between Craig and Craig law firm. You know what I'm saying? There's a problem right now with my brother Ratchet Craig doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But the prophetess, I don't like all of that. I really don't. But she would like to have a dialogue with you, a discussion, not a debate. You know what I'm saying? She said, I got my PowerPoint ready. I said, no, ain't no goddamn PowerPoint. Motherfucker, no, we can't do that. But I guess she want to show you some shit she don't know. You see what I'm saying? And so we're going to get with that. But one thing, some things I do agree with her with, some things I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's she's a funny sister, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, she just want to come after you, Cap. I don't know why. But
she want her groupies.
Yeah. But yeah, yo, so Cap. One thing she did talk about, she talked about there were Israelites in Africa, right? Those still tribes over there, right? You know how they said we came over here in ships and bondage and chains and stuff like that. So you have some people that say that you got some African tribes that are Israelites. How do you feel about that, Chief?
Okay, there are no African tribes that are Israelites. There are no Africans that is an Israelite. No African is an Israelite. You understand? You're either an Israelite or you're an African. Now, the Bible does say that our people have been scattered, you understand, into the four corners of the earth. That means all over the place. Do I believe there are Israelites in Africa? Yes. I believe that there are some Israelites in Africa, but I don't believe that Africans are Israelites. The Ashanti tribe that she tried to mention is not Israelites. They actually are the ones that started selling us into the slavery. You understand? So how now all of a sudden they us? And the Igbos and all that nonsense, man. Igbos have not been proven that they no damn Israelites. You know what I mean? So you got to get off of that nonsense, man. You understand? Those people are not Israelites. The Igbo tribe is not Israelite. The Ashanti tribe is not Israelite. Ethiopians is not Israelites. And to the prophetess and her husband, he's not an Israelite. You understand? So it is what it is. Don't try to include your husband, you know what I'm saying, and say what you're saying just because your husband is one of those people. You just, knowing you're an Israelite, knowing you're not supposed to marry outside of your nation, you just did what you wanted to do. You understand? But don't tell me that I'm wrong. You understand? Because the Bible clearly says that we're not supposed to marry and have sex with other nations of people. We're not
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do it. So if you take and choose and do that, then just do that. Just be with your African husband. Hey, it is what it is. You know? But
Mm-hmm.
you ain't got to lie. One of my cousins, I got an African in my family, bro. You understand? And
Mm-hmm.
this little dude, Simi, his name is Simi, man. Yeah, he a bad little fucker. You know? He dangerous now, man. We used to beat his ass when he was, you understand? He used to come to the family reunion, man, get to talking crazy and shit, man. We used to whoop his ass. You understand? This is our cousin. Our cousin used to get his ass whooped every time he came to the family reunion because he was always starting some shit. His daddy owned them diamond mines. They was rich. You understand? He used to
Mm-hmm.
come here trying to shit on us, and man, we would beat his ass at the family reunion. You
Yeah.
understand? So, and that's one of my family members. You understand? But guess what it is? He an adult now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen him in a while, but like I said, he is a full-blooded Hamite. So he is actually not family. You understand what I'm saying? He's not an
Right.
Israelite. But is he in my family? Yes. My cousin, she married his African father, and then he was born, and so there you have it. But as far as Africans being Israelites, no, they are not. You
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
And
Okay.
there's no science, no history, no nothing to back that up. You understand?
Okay.
No,
Okay. So
to say
Cap.
that they are.
So Cap. So I have another question. So how would you tell a Hamite? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you distinguish that? You know, for a lot of people that don't know, they can't really understand, they don't perceive. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Well, the Bible says to test the spirits, right? So
Right.
of course we don't go off of looks, even though those people look completely different from us. We don't necessarily just go off of their looks. You understand? And as far as them big strong cheekbones and that sandpaper hair that they got, and all,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? We don't just go off of that. You know what I'm saying? We go off of the blood. Most Africans will tell you they know their lineage, they know their family history. They'll tell you what tribe they're from. They'll tell you if they are Ghanaian, Ethiopian, you understand, and all the rest of it, because there's 56 damn countries over there in Africa. You understand? And they'll tell you where they come from. So that's what we start with. You understand? Who is their father? What you know what I'm saying? Their bloodline. That's what we go off of. Now,
Right.
if your family does not come from, and I'm talking about the line of men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your biological father, right? Whether you are male or female, your biological father and his father, that would determine your bloodline. You understand? If like for instance, I met a sister one time. I mean, when you look at her, you see her, she looks like a sister. She looks like an Israel. But you
Mm-hmm.
know what she did? She turned around and told me that she had a baby with a Chinese man. And so I said, wait, hold on. your father, oh, he's Chinese. Her father's Chinese. You understand? So
Yeah.
she's Chinese, and when you see her, you understand. Matter of fact, we was going to what was it, Indianapolis, I think it was, and the sister was working a toll booth. You understand? And she holding the line up, asking us questions. Me and all the brothers in the truck, and she asking us questions about what we finna go do at camp. You know what I'm saying? So, she sat there, started talking about other stuff. And when she broke that down, I asked her, I said, "Your father, who's your father? You know, your father's so-called black man." She said, "Oh no, my father's Chinese." And like I said, looking at her, you'll think you're looking and talking to a straight sister.
Right.
You know, she's
Right.
actually Chinese. So we don't go off of look. We're not hung up on color, and looks. You know what I'm saying? Your nose and your lips. We don't do all that. It's
Right. Right.
strictly the,
By
you
the spirit.
understand?
The
Even
spirit.
even though you can look at people and tell, you understand? But guess what? Sometimes you can't. You know. So
So
we don't leave room for that something for that time when you can't, and then make a mistake and then allow a Hamite, you understand, or Edomite, because they you get tricked up with them too.
yeah, you got
Look at
chocolate
those
covered
twins.
mics. You got chocolate
Yeah,
covered.
yeah, look at those twins, Tia and Tamara. Who didn't love those little girls when they was on TV? You know what I'm saying? They was the
Yeah.
prettiest little twins on damn TV. I just thought they was some light skinned little sisters, but their father is a full white man.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And see,
So yeah.
check it out, Cap. You see what I'm saying? Like I told you, you know what I'm saying? I got some traffic coming your way. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I showed them your picture, they was, everybody put their guns and knives up. You know what I'm saying? And said him. You know what I'm saying? So, so,
Tell them come on with.
so I have a guy, right? Because Cap,
Mm-hmm.
of course, like I told you before when we talk privately, I will always let you know what the deal is first. It'll never be a surprise. It'll never be any type of, how can I put it, misunderstanding between you and I. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
this guy, I cannot pronounce the last part of his name, but he is known, and I have to say it like this: the Royal Prince Yakana from Ghana of the Ashanti tribe. The Royal Prince Yakana said that he would enjoy a dialogue between you and him, and it would go further depending on that dialogue. He would love to have it with you. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been knowing a guy for a long time. He's as sharp as a sword, Cap. That brother is sharp. I mean, like he can look at some paper, man, and his vision would just slice the paper in two. That's how sharp he is. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ratchet Craig knows him personally, and he said he's never seen somebody as nice with the Bible as that guy, the Prince Yakanan. So I was wondering if you would like a dialogue with him. You guys could talk because he is how can I put it, an advocate that you do have Israelites still in Africa today.
Mm-hmm. So that's what he want to talk about.
I mean, I know that's what he pushed, but I would say that there may be some of the things that he would like to speak with you about. I gotta talk with the brother a little bit more, but I know he wants to have a dialogue with you because I know you know the monkey den. I'm sorry, the lion's liar den, right? that whatever that the hell that means. You know that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the liar den or whatever the hell they call themselves. You know what I'm saying? He debated. He was notorious for attacking and debating Kansu. I don't know if you know that light skinned dude with the ankh, and I think he's like a Nawapian or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He made him go crazy. He made him go real crazy. He went up against Tahuti. He is he's a force to reckon with. You know what I'm saying? He's a complete. I'll put it to like this, man. He's a warhead, and he's locked on you, Cap. You know what I'm saying? And he said he's closing in. You know, I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to talk about are there Israelites in Africa, I just said I agree with that. So yeah,
All
we'll figure out what he want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I do believe that there are Israelites in Africa. You know,
Mm,
but like I said, we're all over the place.
right.
But do I
And you know,
believe Africans are Israelites? No, I do not. So yeah, so just ask him, see what he want to talk about, and we'll see
yeah,
what type of following he got
because
with that.
I'll do that because I mean I believe the brother does descend from the Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? I believe he does,
Mm,
and you know, but I will get that up so you can have that dialogue. But I think the dialogue, it wasn't just going to be that; it was just going to be the code of conduct of character according to the Bible,
um,
because he's real strict of that. You know what I'm saying? And I just gotta say, Cap, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring some traffic your way, Chief. You know what I'm saying? And it's some ladies, man. I feel like you gotta teach them. You know what I'm saying? Because they had when I shared that video with you and stuff like that, they had a problem with that, Cap. They lost their damn mind. It was the ladies. They unblocked me, and they said, "I want to talk to that man." I said, "Oh, you can ask him a question. You can ask him a question, and when you come up here, I'm putting your black ass on a timer." You know what I'm saying? Like I told you before. You know what I'm saying? I'll
come
probably
on.
get it. What you think I should give them like what? 40 seconds, Cap, to ask their question. You know what I'm saying? Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. But
Yeah,
yeah, I gotta
it's
say
all
this
good.
though.
Yeah, tell her, come on, since you want to talk to me so bad, tell her, come on.
That it's them, Cap. It's them. It's the women and ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said you are the ladies' man of paradigm shift. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the damn day. At the end of the day. Cause I don't know what DMG be talking about. Cause I don't want to look at no liquor, goddamn me, honey, because of DMG. You know what I'm saying? Not what I just can't do it. But man, Cap flew off, man. I hope he come back in a minute. But I just gotta say this, everyone. We have so much to offer. We got so much to push, and we got so much we're working with. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta say, man, Cap10k, that's a hell of a brother. That's a hell of a brother. I gotta give a shout out to Ratchet motherfucking Craig, cheerleader. I believe him and Nobody are gonna have a duel. You know what I'm saying? Atheist versus Christian. You know what I'm saying? Scientific mind versus the Christian faith. Um, watch out and support the atheist versus Christian war. Now I believe Cap is trying to come back in. Um, Let me see if Cap is in. I think he's in the back. Yo, Cap, you there, Cap? Still loading. But like I said, man, watch out for that atheist versus Christian war. Ratchet Craig threw the first blow and running around notoriously and stuff like that, man. The Christians are rallying up, getting ready to battle him, and I'm watching on the sideline with Cap, watching these motherfuckers kill each other and shit like that. But anyway, yo, Cap, you there? Oh man, his equipment is down. The equipment is down. But nah, other than that, we got a lot we're pushing forward. I believe the prophetess, the newly dubbed prophetess, Mika, is pushing out her shows. You have a lot of exciting and juicy conversation and content produced by More Contentious Media, the one and only, and the elusive Madam Morphine herself. Of course, DMG has his things, you know what I'm saying? I got my shows loud and clear. And then we have the one and only, the most notorious guy in the game, the king himself and the guru, the sovereign of sports, Gib T'Challa, on the Sports Dungeon. Tune into that 4:30 Central Time. If you want to see anything about basketball, football, boxing, we even gonna cover wrestling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Gib T'Challa's the guy. He got the information, we got the juice, and we got the facts to correct you from your misunderstandings. But dang, Cap, come on, I'm trying to get you back on, Cap. See, they don't want Cap to get back on. Godly. Yo, you there, Cap? Yo, Cap. I can't hear you, Cap. You see something? Let me see something.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Chief. I can hear you
Okay,
now.
okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It ended up dropping off. You got it,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, Cap. Yeah, Cap. But yeah, I'm just saying, man. There's a lot of people that want to talk with you, Cap. They I don't know, man. They got their own twisted ways of how they view the scripture. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
but the brother Prince Yakanan would like to speak with you because I think what he wanted and how he explained to me, he would like to have an open dialogue, right? For you to feel him out and he feel you out. You know what I'm saying? Because he did say, I believe he did say that he is of the Ashanti tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because the brothers over there in the United Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So you know, he's that's a rough crowd up there. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw the ISUPK members up there. I said, God damn, man, they ready for all type of war up there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cap. So I'm bringing the fire to you, Cap. But I know you fireproof. You can take it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But I don't know about this one, Cap. But like some of the two guys that I got in store, it might make you team up with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It might be because these guys right here, one was on Sarnetta. You know what I'm saying? And these two guys I talk about, they fought each other before, but they feel like that they're the savior. You see what I'm saying? And one of them, right? He believed he is I at the end of the day, and he'll use scripture to back it up. And he's the one that's coming. He's the one that's coming. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cap, it's a lot of stuff out here, man.
Yeah, well, look, you got my number. You know what I'm saying? You can get them on the phone. You can call me, and we'll chop it up. We'll talk about. We'll see what they talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, we'll chop it up and we'll get it together. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, other than that, man, I gotta say this, yo, Cap, I appreciate you having you on Loud and Clear, Chief. I gotta have you on some more Loud and Clears with a few more topics at hand. You see what I'm saying? This is just the introduction to let people know who the hell was
Yeah.
Cap10k. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell he was, you know? Because one thing I did not like motherfuckers lying and putting a narrative on my brother. You see what I'm saying? Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. And I had to come in and ask you a few questions about how you feel about certain things. And I saw and I judge you as a very generous and an extremely due diligent person who wants to help his people grow and do better. You know what I'm saying? And find the truth in that sense of identity. So I appreciate you, brother. Much love and salute. Keep up the good fight. And yo, I will have you back on for another Loud and Clear. And I appreciate everyone for coming on. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Get down with Paradigm Shift and the whole effing show. Please support both channels. And let's get to rocking because we got more content to push. Cap got a lot of information to give you. DMG got a lot of honey to lick. And nobody got a lot of motherfucking goddamn me shit to talk to you about. So without further ado, folks, I want to say good
Hey,
night. I want to say good
yeah,
night. And
and real quick before you end it, I just wanted to say the water to you two brothers for having me on. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Anytime I talk to you, man, you be killing me with the jerseys, brother. You know what I'm saying? You be talking shit. You cool as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? You an excellent brother as well. You know what I mean? Um, and look, man, I'm ready for the next show. You understand? I'm
yes,
ready
sir.
for some more. You know, cause I like what y'all be doing, man. Even though Ratchet Craig is ratchet as hell, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still be having a decent little show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, like I said, I'm gonna make sure I tune into some more. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm ready. So whoever you got lined up, you know what I mean? Cap them, knock them out one by one. You know what I'm saying? Let's
yes,
let's do
sir. Yes, sir. Oh, Cap. Cap, I got 2 hotels for you. I got 2 of them. 2 hotels. I got 2 of them. Yeah, I got 2 of them. One is having a debate on the 29th on the channel. You know what I'm saying? And
on your channel?
Well, on our channel. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be on here. He's having a debate with the one and only Google Scholar, the first individual I did loud and clear with, right? About was Charles Darwin a racist? You see what I'm saying? The guy, the whole tip I'm talking to you about, the person who practiced that Semitic science, his name is Steve Caballero, right? He's the one. You see what I'm saying? You know, he's the one who's saying Charles Darwin was, and Google Scholar is saying he wasn't. You see what I'm saying? They're having that debate on the 29th. He's real hyped up. He can't wait on the water hill. He waited for so long. You know what I'm saying? But he's hyped up about it. But he would like to have that conversation with you. And Ratchet said he's gonna be the first Ratchet ISUPK member. God damn. Don't know why Ratchet said that, but anyway. But yeah, folks, one hell of a show from one hell of a man with a lot of information and a lot of ferocity. He ain't no goddamn coward. He's rocking with ISUPK under the commanding General Johanna. And I have to say this, man. You just heard Cap10k loud and clear with your one and only broke-ass host, Classic Craig the Charming. So anyway, I want to sign off. I want to thank all of you for coming on. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channels, the whole effing show, and Paradigm Shift, because we're one and the same at the end of the day. Hey, you got any closing words, Cap?
And don't forget ISUPK St. Louis. You understand? ISUPK.com. We in the field. We in every city in this country, out this country. You understand? If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, come and get down with your people, man. You understand? It is that time for us to come together. No more talking about you. Actually putting roots to the ground and doing. I'm coming together. With that, I say shalom, man. At the water again, brother, for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Cap. All right, everybody. Till next time, I gotta say peace, power, and remember, keep the Most High first. If you don't have the Most High, you better find him. Later.